Alright, you lot. You ever wonder why people keep blaming games for corrupting kids? It's 'cause industry acts guilty as fuck. You got mature-rated shooters that look like Saturday morning cartoons, chat filters softer than a primary school pillow fight, and cosmetics clearly designed by someone who thinks TikTok trends are a valid art form. You're not making games for adults. You're baiting children with dopamine traps and anime skins, then pretending you're shocked when parents and politicians kick your bloody door in. Well, guess what, industry? You fucking earned it. Let's not piss about. Modern, mature games are about as adult as Happy Meal with a kill streak. You slap an 18+ rating on box, and then cram it full of bright pink sniper rifles, animal onesies, and cartoon emotes so sugary they should come with a diabetes warning. Don't act like this is some artistic choice. It's calculated kid bait, and you bloody know it. You ever seen a grown-ass adult get excited about a Hello Kitty assault rifle in Call of Duty? No. But you've seen 9-year-olds scream with joy while they convince the mum to buy another bundle that comes with 3 sprays, a charm, and Dignity entire franchise duct taped at fursuit. And worst part? You market this crap directly through influencers with underage audiences, TikTok ads timed for school holidays, and in-game events that look like Fortnite's rejected airdrops. You're not even being subtle anymore. You claim games for mature players, then design it like a fucking Cocomelon fever dream. That ain't an accident, that's strategy. And when kids flood your servers, when lawsuits start flying, when media screams gaming is grooming, you look confused. Who, us? We just make art. Nah, mate. You make lootable light shows with guns, and your target audience still needs permission to stay up past 9. It's a full-on censorship farce, and it really boils my blood. These games are rated M for mature. Blood, gore, body dismemberment, executions, war crimes. And yet I can't type wanker in chat without getting shadow banned by an algorithm with IQ or a toaster. What actual fuck are we doing? Oh no, little Jimmy might see a naughty word. Mate, Jimmy shouldn't even be in this fucking lobby. If your target audience is 18+, stop filtering chat like it's school Zoom call. You know this censorship really protects? Shareholders. You're not shielding kids. You're shielding yourself from bad press, lawsuits, and Twitter mobs. You've turned every chat system into a sterile, soulless sandbox where grown men can't even insult each other properly after getting wallbanged through cardboard shack. Meanwhile, in-game characters are shouting things like, "I'm gonna turn you into a meat smoothie." And you got literal executions that make John Wick flinch. But God forbid I type "geek good" without getting auto-muted. This isn't about safety. It's about optics. It's about pretending you care while selling skins to the same kids you claim to be protecting. You can't have it both ways. Either make a game for adults and let us be adults, or drop act, admit you're targeting pre-teens and print your battle pass on fucking colouring books. Obviously, this is mainly focused towards Activision, proud owner of a franchise so rich it could buy a small fucking country. And what do they give? AI-generated cosmetic diarrhea. We're talking about a publisher with thousands of developers across multiple studios, more cash than some governments. And their grand idea of content is feeding keywords into an algorithm like it's a bloody BuzzFeed quiz. Oh wow, a flaming panda with cyber wings and anime eyes holding a sniper rifle shaped like a corn dog. Who is that for? Certainly not grown adults who remember when COD had dignity and maps that weren't built in a blender by a 6-year-old with a Roblox dev kit. You've got artists, you've got designers, you've got history. And instead of making something iconic or gritty or even slightly coherent, you let digital paint splatter machines spit out kind of garbage that appeals to the same kids who unironically say mid. And don't get it twisted, kids aren't excited because it's cool. They're excited because it's loud, it's neon, and it hits the brains like a sugar-coated punch to the prefrontal cortex. Meanwhile, actual adults, ones old enough to vote, drink, and not scream into headset every death, hate this shite. Even fucking whales are grumbling. They're not buying cause they like it, they're buying cause bundle gives them XP boosts or skin advantages, or they're too deep in sunk cost quicksand to stop now. This ain't content, this is AI-generated bait, strategically engineered to track kids in digital quicksand. and coming from a company with more money than morals. It's fucking insulting. Let's face it, modern AAA games aren't games anymore. They're fucking casinos for kids. And don't give me that cosmetics only bollocks. Every single mechanic in these games is designed to up, loop and bleed players dry. Variable ratio rewards, timed FOMO offers, dopamine drip unlocks. This isn't design, it's psychological warfare with cartoon skins. You've got marketing teams working with behavioural scientists, actual fucking doctors of manipulation crafting store layouts, reward timings, and event cadence to keep children coming back. Because let's not kid ourselves, adults with brains see through this shite. Kids and those dumb twonks don't. And that's point. Oh, but we don't allow loot boxes in our country anymore. Great. Now you've just reskinned addiction loot with surprise bundles and seasonal offers that rotate faster than a toddler or an Haribo. And what's real kicker? Parents are footing bill. Clueless. Cause little Jimmy spent 200 quid on a pink gun skin and anime death effects. And game made it feel normal. Hell, half the time it's not even real money. It's COD points or V-Bucks or whatever monopoly money mindfuck you've created type price tag. This isn't monetization. This is targeted predation. You've built a digital playground with swing set as a slot machine and slide ends with credit card debt. You're not just complicit, you're fucking dealer, wearing a mascot costume and handing out free spins. What makes this even more tragic is gamers aren't allergic to spending money. We're not misers. We're not entitled. We're just tired of being insulted. When a game is actually fun, actually fair, and actually made by humans with a pulse, we pay. Happily. You want proof? Look at Ballistic mode in Fortnite. Early access, tight mechanics, fast, fun. I play it with my lad, and I've dropped money on skins. Not because I was manipulated, but because game fucking earned it. That's different. Fortnite didn't sell me a bundle by gaslighting me into thinking I'm missing out. It didn't flash a timer or slap last chance on a neon anime cowboy every 10 seconds. It gave me something enjoyable, and then asked, not conned me into support it. Compare that to COD. Same engine, same guns, same stale maps, but now buried under a twitching landfill of rainbow trash, expired memes, and UI straight out of mobile gacha game. You don't respect player anymore. You exploit them. You test how much garbage you can shovel into shop before whales stop buying. And guess what? Whales? They're not loyal. They're addicts. They'll move to the next hit moment your skin packs go stale. You had a chance to build something legendary. Instead, you built a haunted gift shop for kids with no taste and parents with no clue. That's not business. That's digital grifting with a Peggy 18 sticker. So let's call it what it is. Industry ain't being blamed unfairly. It's being blamed because it spent last decade crawling up kids' asses with neon candy floss skins, gambling mechanics dressed as progression, and censorship systems designed to protect your fucking PR, not your players. You want to sell to kids in a mature rated game? Fine. But don't you dare act surprised when lawsuits roll in and pitchforks come out. You built this beast, you fed it, and now it's chewing through your reputation like a battle pass with rabies. You could have made great games. Instead, you made behavioural science traps with side of cartoon filth. And guess what? Adults are waking up, kids are burning out, and your days are hiding behind fake ratings and real profits are numbered.
I guess irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
Join Discord, follow on X, consider a channel membership if you're into that sort of thing. Links are in the description. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop your rants and text and comments. Might feature it if it's not bollocks. I'll see you next time, you magnificent.